Hello and welcome to another TLC World Coffee Break Insight. This week I want to spill the beans on hope. Hope is a difficult aspect of human life to define. Some think it's a characteristic and others think it's an emotion. However, no matter how we define it, there's little doubt that it's an important feature of human life, and this importance is reinforced when people lose all hope. I read a quotation from a clinical psychologist the other day that I felt really conveyed the importance of hope. This is what he said: "Hope is a curious fellow. At its peak, it offers joy and ecstasy. However, when deficient, hope can be the bringer of sadness, despair, and even, as I regularly see in clients, depression. If hope is extinguished enough, then its deficit can kill." Research shows that a feeling of hopelessness is one of the major causes of deep suicidal depression. And from what I understand, the lockdown that we're all having to endure because of the pandemic is very conducive to such feelings. So why is hope so important? Well, there are many explanations, but the one that seems to convey the power of hope suggests it's an enduring belief that no matter what situations people find themselves in, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Nevertheless, the statistics on clinical depression, which have led the WHO to call it a global crisis, indicate that over 250 million people worldwide find it difficult to see this light. And I want to share a Christian perspective on all of this, but before I do, I will add that studies show that Christians can and do suffer from depression too, but to a considerably lesser extent than those who are not believers. So why might this be? The answer is quite simply that Christians do not look to the world for solutions to problems within the world. So for followers of Christ, the source of all hope is supernatural, out of this world, and this source is Jesus Christ. My wife Elaine and I have been Christians for over 25 years, and have been through some tough times. But I can tell you, we have never lost hope for a brighter future in the midst of any trial, and that brighter future has always come to pass. This is because we take the Bible literally, and amongst others, always trust the promise recorded in Romans 8:28, which states, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." We are neither of us perfect, but we do love Jesus Christ, who God sent to save mankind, and he has never let us down. So our hope, and the hope of millions of others around the world, does not depend on anything in this world, but instead it rests on the all-powerful, all-knowing Creator who holds the future of every one of us in his hands. He provides mankind with promises that we can depend on. If you're already a believer, keep in mind the source of your hope, Jesus Christ. But if you're not yet a follower of Christ, investigate Christianity so that your hope too can be enduring and end with ultimate fulfillment. My personal hope for you is conveyed in Ephesians 1:18, which states, "I pray that your hearts will be flooded with light so that you can understand the confident hope he has given to those he called, his holy people who are his rich and glorious inheritance." So that's it from me today. Many thanks for being with me. Please tune in for another short message next week. Till then, goodbye and God bless.